Foolishness is in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline will take foolishness far away from the child. Welcome to the Kids Golden Moment. Kids Golden Moment, hearts, hands, and heels. It's always exciting when I meet with children because I love children. Mommies and daddies, thank you so much for joining us once again every Saturday for the Kids Golden Moment, where we try to develop the child to love reading, to know how to write, and also molding their hearts and doing very exciting things that will make them special and perfect, wonderful children and even adults when they grow up. Kids Golden Moment is always here for you. Well, as you always know, it's always fun. Today we have a CEO, and Uncle Bernard, who ran away last week, has come back, a great artist, a mathematician in Golden Intellectual School, but he's a great artist too. Wow. And Uncle Bernard, before we go, you have to bribe me with a painting for not coming last week. You're welcome to the Kids Golden Moment. You can move your face mask, okay, but please, parents, remember, COVID-19 is not over, so you still have to wear your nose mask. Still, wash your hands and teach the children to wash their hands thoroughly with good soap and running water, okay, so that they'll always be neat. We want every child to grow up and become strong and healthy and become who God has purposed them to be. So remember, COVID-19 is not over. We are supposed to protect ourselves and also to protect others. And it's very, very important that we do exactly that. All right, Uncle, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Mommy.
Mathematician, last week, this is what we did. Okay, last 2 weeks. We used 7 to draw this lovely thing. I like the way you signed the signature. All right, so today what I'm going to use to draw?
Today we are going to continue with the outline drawing, and we are going to move on to another number.
Another number. So which number for today?
Number 2.
Number 2, okay. All right. But last week we were talking about the need to be artistic, or how art can affect reading. Because one of the main essence of this program is to teach the children how to read, and also the love for reading. So, like this, what can we learn from this as mathematicians or as whoever it is? What can we learn?
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
First of all, we can learn the number 7 from this because it went along with the drawing. You know,
So this 7.
yes.
Okay.
As we draw along, one thing you come to realize is that, like for the outline, for instance, there is no reference to make a template out of it. But we took the number 7 and made this out of it. So whenever you look at the mouse, this particular mouse, it reminds you. It's a rodent.
Oh, rodent, okay.
It reminds you of the number 7.
Okay.
And this is also telling you a picture. It's telling a story. If you are very intelligent, you realize that it's hungry. When animals are hungry, that the posture is the posture of
I'm sure you're also hungry.
So this helps to remind us anytime we learn. So as you learn to write numbers and you learn to draw with the numbers and make templates out of them, you realize that anytime you pick this particular picture, it reminds you of the number 7. So this actually helps us when we are reading, so that we can memorize lots of scenes.
You can memorize a lot of scenes. So I believe that last week, I think you mentioned something that artwork helps us to be creative. It's just like reading. When you are reading a story, you imagine the scenes and the pictures in your mind. It's the same with artwork. So as a child, it's good to do a lot of artwork, isn't it? That is the reason why Kids Gold Moment is taking the pains of bringing a great artist to teach us a few art techniques here and there. So mommy and daddy, please, shading, drawing, artwork helps the children to concentrate and sit down and do something. Most of us, we read one page 1 week or one page 1 month. But when we learn the art of drawing, you try and finish the drawing. It's the same way you will try consciously or unconsciously to finish a book you pick. And it's not like the children, even the parents, some of them. All right, so Uncle, today is the number
2.
All right, so it's time. Let's go on the board, and action speaks louder than words. All right.
All right, so welcome everyone. We are back to the board again. And this time around, we are going to look at the number 2. The goal of all of this is to enable us to memorize. Creativity is what brings out the potential in every child. As a child, when you begin to become creative, when you begin to work out of your intellect, you realize that the more you get to do, the more you get to know. And the more you get to know, you realize the better it gets. So today we are going to look at how to draw an outline using the number 2. So there is no reference here for which we are going to make a template out. So using the number 2 actually helps you to always recall how you got the whole picture. So whenever you see whatever we are going to draw out of the number 2, it will always remind you of the number 2. And that is something good, which will help you so that always 2 will be in memory whenever that picture comes into play. So like we always go, this is my eraser. I have here with me some color pencils. I have black, I have brown, I have yellow, and I have my charcoal pencils as well. So if you are ready just as I am, you can pick your pencils and your papers and we go together. So this is the number 2. So with the number 2, we proceed to create an outline out of it. We go, coming this way. There we go. These are freehand sketches. You can also repeat it at home. And we come to this side. There we go. There we go. And there we have a duck. So like we always do, we are going to learn another coloring technique today. Last week we learned how to hatch. This week we are going to learn how to hatch, but this time around we are going to use different colors. Last time we used color brown alone, but this time around we are going to start with color yellow. So color yellow will go for the beak. Remember kids, this technique is called the hatching technique, where you begin to draw repeated lines along the outlines of the art to form a colorful pattern, and that makes your work appear really nice. So that's it with the beak, and then we proceed to the feathers, or to the feathers at the wing side. So watch as I hatch along. You can also repeat same at home. So we begin to go, and there we go. So we move on to the body of the animal, and we are going to do that with the color brown. And you know, that's come with various colorful patterns on their skin, or on their bodies. So we are going to learn a new technique out of that, and that is called pattern coloring or pattern shading. So we are going to color the animal, but we are going to create a pattern out of it. So you watch me as I go. I'm hatching all right, but you could realize I'm creating a particular pattern out of the hatching. Then we come here. There we go. And finally we come to the tail feathers. We hatch along the contours of the tail. We hatch. And then we begin to add some final touches. We begin to perfect the edges of the pattern we are forming. We need to shape up the edges very well. Add some finishing touches to the wing. And there we go. So that's our lovely duck we have here.
It looks like someone. That's awesome, Uncle. You make artwork so easy. The same way he makes masks so easy. Wow, that's beautiful. So the beak is yellow. So if you make the beak green, and is there an error in art?
The goal here is to make it look colorful as possible. So you can combine your own colors to make it appear lovely. So green would do.
Oh, this is a green video. All right, so that is Uncle Bernard for us, and it's telling us that when you all the time he was drawing, his concentration was there. I mean, he wasn't diverting and going anywhere. It's the same with reading. If you concentrate on reading, at least, as we always say, you can read at least 7 pages every day, or 30 to 45 minutes every day. You can read. And as a child, every reader is a leader. If you're able to read at least 7 pages every day, or 40 to 30 minutes every day. But now, as I always say, during this COVID-19 that we are all in the house, you can read more. And the more you read, the better you become. So Uncle Bernard, thank you so much. And please, next week, don't run away. God bless you. Make sure you are safe. I like your mask. I think it's a combination.
Yeah.
God bless you so much. Have a wonderful time. All right. So that is a swan for you and a duck. Okay. So that is the I am a CEO. And with this, you can even do this artwork and make money. Last time we showed Uncle Bernard's artworks he has done. He shades human beings and shades, and it's so beautiful. Mama Ronti, Big Ronti. This is original Ronti. Nora, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So it's the songs Madame in the House. Last week, which song did we sing?
We sang, the title was Let It Shine.
Let It Shine. Oh, okay. So this is what you taught us.
Yes.
So please, can you sing it out for us? Just sing it out for us. So that those who were not here last week can learn it as we move forward for today.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Wow, which beats again? I have a beautiful voice. Okay, let's go. One go. This little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. So children, wherever you go in life, make sure that your light shines. You have to be good children. So wherever you go, you do good and your light shines and not darkness. So Nora, please, what do we have today? What
today
song?
the title of our song is In and Out the Dusky Blue Bells.
In and Out the Dusky Bluebells. Okay, so teach us the words and we go.
So first we have In and Out the Dusky Blue Bells.
In and out the dusky bluebells.
Who shall be my leader?
Who shall be my leader?
Tippy tappy on your shoulder.
Tippety tappity on your shoulder.
You shall be my leader.
You shall be my leader. So let's go here again. Tippety,
Tippety tappity on your shoulder.
tippety tappity on your shoulder.
You shall be my leader.
You shall be my leader. Okay, so these are one of the songs I sang when I was like 1 year. That's about 100 years ago. Yeah. So, in and out the dusky bluebells, in and out the dusky bluebells, in and out the dusky bluebells. Who shall be my leader? Tippety tappety on your shoulder, tippety tappety on your shoulder, tippety tappety on your shoulder. You shall be my leader. That's all. It's a simple song. Okay, so let's sing it again. In and out the dusky bluebells,
In and out the dusky bluebells.
in and out the dusky bluebells. Who shall be my leader? Okay. Tippety tappety on your shoulder,
Tippety tappity
on my shoulder,
Tippety tappity
on my shoulder. I shall be the leader. Okay, so Nora, thank you. You're a great singer. God bless you. All right. Kids Golden Moment, Hearts, Hands, and Heels. This is the program we shape and mold the hearts of children. We believe that every child has gold within. Everyone is created specially, but until you really watch what you have and bring it out, the world will not see how great you are. So we mold your hearts and your hands, just like what Uncle Bernard taught us how to draw. Last week we learned how to use shoelace to do a lot of things, and over the week we've learned a lot of things that when you do yourself, you can be your own CEO. That means that you can own your own business in future. That is what I wish for most of the children. All right, so now it's time for us to go and meet Auntie Winifred. Okay, so last week we learned a bevy of ladies, a gang of thieves. I think that's the last thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You can remove your face mask for now. But children, please remember, and parents, remember that the COVID-19 season is not yet over. So always, whenever you are going out, wear your nose mask, okay, and wash your hands every time with soap and the running water. Please stay alive for me. All right. So today, the group collections. What do we have? What are you going to teach us?
Okay, so last week we did few. Today we are going to add some 5 more to that so that you'll be able to write good compositions and stories out there. When you are writing your own rhyme, you could get some of these collections and then make it so nice and sweet. Alright, so last week we talked of an army of ants. I hope you remember. Yeah, when you see ants, you don't say, Mommy, come and see plenty ants. No, you rather say, Mommy, there's an army of ants, okay, behind the door.
Good.
Alright, so today we are going to continue with, last week we did animes, so today we are doing inanimate collections or group terms, okay. So today our first is a forest of trees. A forest of trees. You know, sometimes when we go to the farm, we meet these forests, we see trees, plenty trees there. When you see it that way, you say a forest of trees. Instead of saying, Mommy, today when I went to the farm, I saw many trees. You don't say that. You rather say a forest of trees. Then we have a hail of fire. A hail of fire, okay? A hail of fire. Okay?
And of what?
Fire.
F-I-R-E.
Okay. Fire.
So how do you spell the hail?
Fire. H-A-I-L.
Oh, okay.
Hail.
So when you
Hail
see
of fire.
plenty fire, you say
Then we have
hail.
a hail of fire. Alright, then we have a hedge of bushes. A hedge of bushes. Okay. Now you know when to put in these words when you are speaking good English. You know when you know these collections, it makes your English very good. It gives you good vocabularies. And then we move on to a library of books. A library of books. Okay. So when you go to the library and you see books arranged in the shelves, you say a library of books. And we can even have shelves in our rooms and then fix it with books. It's a library of books.
Okay, so these are a little like
Example, yes, sure. This is an example of a little library. And then last on our list is a troupe of dancers. A troupe of dancers. So you know we have this TV programs where young boys and girls go and then dance and the whole lot. They are called a troupe of dancers. Okay, so
always say dance troupe,
dance troupe. It's rather a troupe of dancers.
Okay.
All right. So let's go and read. Okay.
All right. So, as we know, this program is geared towards children loving reading and learning how to write. Over the weeks, we've done so well in teaching you how to read and write, and I believe that you are learning a lot. Mommy and Daddy, this is a part where we do shared reading, and this is one thing which is very important. We always say, even if at least twice a week, you are able to read together as a family. It bonds the family together, and also when the children read, they gain confidence. When they pronounce a word which is wrong, you can correct them. All in a bid to make them good readers and even future public readers. You never know. Maybe if my parents have done share reading, I would have been speaking good English. Look at me now. I may have been on CNN too. You say, so this is what we call shared reading. And this we are reading, a big child.
Page 21.
So this is one of our books we have written, the Unique Animal series that deals with animals and how unique they are, and also how children are also different and unique, which means that if your child is like a bee, don't compare your bee child to your donkey's child. I'm a donkey's child, you know. Yeah. And somebody said bee child. So you don't compare, okay? So we are going to have a shared reading as we've already started from the bee child series. And I believe that, which page did you say we are?
21.
21. Okay, so today we're starting. Okay, so once you start.
Yeah.
So let's go.
We are cousins, they said. Please give us some of your food, please.
Why should we? Said Nuttyfly. I told you to come and help us store away food, but you lazily walked away, playing, singing and dancing all day long.
Oh, really? We were tired and needed to rest. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, you know?
Fluffy Fly cried.
Well, all play and no work makes Jack also a lazy boy, you know, said Nuttyfly.
Okay, you have to work while you work and play when you ought to play. You can't play all the time. You will be very poor and hungry.
Nuttyfly, please Just this once. Give me some of your delicious honey. I promise to work hard during the next dry season. Gather and store up food for the rainy season.
With this plea, Natty Fly told Sandy Fly to give Fluffy Fly and his family some of their food till the rain stopped.
In fact, I don't know where I am. You see, I've lost concentration. What I was trying to focus on was the punctuations, the comma, the full stop, the exclamation mark. So, as you are reading, where you have to shout, if you see an exclamation mark, you know that long, the tall one with the dot. That one you have to shout. It's like somebody shouting or giving a command. Then when you see a comma, you also have to pause a little. And when you see a full stop, you have to sleep a little. So when you are reading out, you have to watch all that. So that's what I was concentrating on. So where are we, please?
The last sentence.
The last sentence. I promise to work hard during the next dry season. Gather and store up food for the rainy season. Okay.
With this plea, Natty Fly told Sandy Fly to give Fluffy Fly and his family some of their food till the rain stopped.
They enjoyed fresh sweet honey made by Natty Fly and his family.
Okay. The next season came and Fluffy Fly still did not come to work.
The busy Natty Fly and family brought nectar from the flowers into their beehive and made nutritious honey by walking from flower to flower. It was tedious, but they continued.
Okay. So let me read this rhyme. Okay.
Okay.
No, Auntie, will you try it? Okay, try.
All right.
Okay.
It's a bee's affair.
Okay.
There goes the bees, lovely and fair, flying through the green and gloomy air. Buzz, 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 buzz. Loud and clear. Buzz, buzz. That's all you can hear. They flood the air, thick with fear. I ran out to see. Oh my dear.
Oh my dear. You see that's an
my
exclamation
dear.
mark. Okay.
Their sight awesome, but their sting I can't dare. I stand to see their attack, I can't bear. I ran indoors and stood on my stair. Looking through the window, I stood and stared. Lovely bees I loved so dear, but their sting I can't dare. It's the bees' affair. Do not go anywhere near.
Hey,
Wow.
you have done well. So today we are just going to zoom this in with the I rhyme.
Yeah.
You realize that Auntie was reading affair. It's a bees affair. That means that it was all bees that were there. But she used the word fair. As in, and it's like you're going for a fun fair.
Yeah.
So fair. Then gloomy air. The air we breathe.
Yes.
So that is air.
Mhm.
So children, you see that these words are all rhyming. And that's, as we always say, those rhyming words are what we use to write rhymes.
Exactly.
So you can also write your own rhyme. So think of it. Which kind of words would you add to air? Fair. Pen. Okay, yes. You got it right. Okay. So we have clear.
Yeah.
Then you can hear. I fear. Oh dear. I will not dare. I can't bear the sting. I told you last week that a bee stung me. And I remember it was Accra Osu. I had to cry the whole day because my finger grew big and it was painful. So it is a sting I cannot bear. Okay. So you see, the words are just rhyming. Then I stood to stare. Staring is like looking at something very hard. Looking at it. It's really a bee affair. Don't go near. Please, when you see bees, don't go near. Please, children. It's very, very scary. Don't go near. So that is a golden rhyme for you. So I think today we'll just end here and next week we'll continue with the shared reading.
Okay.
But as we said, this is mommy, this is daddy, this is baby. And today we have read. But you can see that we've had fun. We've had some family time together. So every parent, please try and let your kids have some time with you as you do shared reading. Ronti has improved over the time. You realize it?
Yes. She's
Now,
doing very
yes.
well.
So the confidence has come.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of them.
Very soon you're sitting here. All right. So Thank you so much for coming. What else is there? Auntie?
Okay, so today Ranti is going to give us the word for the day.
The word for the day.
We see
Today,
words.
no new words from the English dictionary. The English dictionary has been written already.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right. So,
All right,
which word?
so
All right. So let's go to the
board.
blackboard. And today I'm going to give a gift to the one who does well. Hi.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, she's short, so she rich. Give
All
me
right,
the
so
word and let her write it.
our word for today. You know, she wants to win me, so she's looking through her dictionary to give me a very big and confusing word. Yes.
Offering.
Okay. Alright, so she said our word for today is offering. Okay, so can we begin?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go. Okay, so parents, as we've always been telling you, you can do this at home together with your kids, especially when you are busy. Just find a word for them according to their classes, and then you give them some time to finish up, find smaller words out of this, and this is going to help them build their vocabulary and then learn well. Because doing this, I think, this girl is really challenging me of these days. She's really doing well. Okay, so we are going to end here, and back at home you will try your hands on it. It is always good to always find new word. If you don't understand it, get a dictionary, as mom is going to take us through, and then you find the meaning of the word, get smaller word out of it, and who knows, you might write your own story or book. Okay, so thank you, and we will meet next week.
All right. So it's time for the English alphabet. We told you that whenever you are reading and you come across a word and you don't know the meaning of the word, don't continue reading. Because when you read and you don't understand the words, it's as useless as anything. Even mummies and daddies, most of us will do that. But when you read and you don't understand the word, take a dictionary and look up the word in the dictionary. When you understand the meaning of the word, then you understand the meaning of the whole book that or story that you are reading. So it's very important that you do just that. All right. So last week we learned that we have the dictionary is written in alphabetical order. That means that we start from A, we go to B, C, D, all the way to Z or Z. So if you want to look up a word in the English dictionary, you don't see A, then you see C, then you see F, then you come to J. No, it is from A, B, C, D. And even with that, every time all the words that start with A come before the words that start with B. There's no way you shall see a B word before any word that starts with A. It is never possible. That is what makes it easy for you to get words from the English dictionary, because you know that every word that starts with B comes after words that start with A, but also comes before words that start with C. So it makes it easy to just open the dictionary and know that I'm looking for a C word, but the C word has to be after all the B words. It's as simple as that. So I'll briefly explain what we did last week, then we continue from there as time will permit us, okay? So, because I want you to learn the dictionary very well, I'll start again. We have A. When you're looking at the dictionary, you start with all the words that start with A. So if you have the word A, the first letter A is a word, it's A. It's like a man, a girl. So it's actually a word on its own, A. A is a word on its own. Then after this, the next word you should get should be an A, B word. But sometimes you can have a word that has two A's starting. This means that this word will come before this word, because A is before A, B, because B comes after A. So You have A, then you have AA. Then let me make it this way. Then you have AB words. Then from there, you can have AC words. But sometimes you have some words that have two B's. So you have AB and another B. An example of a word like that is abbreviate. I told you last that it's quite a big word, but it's not about the word. It's about the fact that I want you to know that there are some words that have ABB. So looking through the dictionary, you will find this word ABB, REVIATE. Before you find any word that starts with AC. Let's look at maybe a word like acorn. The acorn is what brings the oak tree. So this word will come after this word because this is AB. AB comes in the dictionary before AC because B comes before C in the English alphabet. So it's very, very simple. So if you want to look up a word which starts with AD, like adage, this word will come after AC. So when you open the dictionary and looking for AC, after the AC words, then you get AD words. Then from the AD, you get A. If you have a word like ADE, this ADE word will come after the ADA word because A comes before E. I hope you understand. It's very, very simple. If you don't understand and want further explanation, you can go and watch last week's own, or you can inbox me or call me. Let mommy call me and I'll explain it further to you. Or ask your teacher. They'll teach you. But it's very simple using a dictionary. Most of us found it difficult, but now we understand. So all you have to know is that all the alphabets, A comes before B. So there's no way you can have a B word in the dictionary before A. Everything is alphabetically ordered. That means that the order is alphabet after alphabet. We all know the alphabet. We even know all the sounds of the alphabet, which we have done already, isn't it? Okay, so from ADE words, you can also go to AE. Yes, you have a word like AE. Maybe aeroplane. So AE, then you have AF. AF, yes, you can have the word AF. So this AF, maybe afar. So this AERO, aeroplane, will come before AFAR because F comes after E. I hope I've made myself clear. It's very, very simple. Okay, so give me a word to look for, an A word to look for. Let's say I'm looking for, okay, let me look. A simple word. Acre. An acre means a stretch of land, an acre of land. It's spelled ACRE. So with this word will definitely come after AB. So when you open the dictionary to A, you go to AA, it's not there. AB is not there. AC, it is there. But ACO and ACR, O comes before R, which means that ACORN, acorn will come before ACRE because R comes after O. It's simple. So after acorn, you look further and you see acre, an acre of land. Then you read, an acre of land is a unit of land area equal to 4.840 square yards. It's as simple as that. So now, when you see acre in your book, you know it's a stretch of land, it's a unit of land. So if you see this word in your book, don't put it aside and just read the book. Look it up in the English dictionary. This is Oxford Dictionary. They didn't pay me for this, but it's a good dictionary, so just get one so that the kids will always look up words in the dictionary before they continue their reading. I think today we've learned a lot from using the dictionary. Next week we shall continue. I want us all to understand that the dictionary is very essential in reading, and every child should know how to use a dictionary, whether English, French, whatever, okay? All right, so thank you, and let's go back.
Okay, today's moral lesson is, let not the pot call the kettle black. The definition for this is, watch your actions before you judge others of theirs. You have to move the speck in your eye before you can see clearly to to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Don't blame your friend for being naughty when you are also doing the similar thing. Make sure you are doing what a good child should do to make their parents and teachers happy always. And the similar quote is, remove the speck in your eye before you take out the log from your friend's eye.
Okay. So what did you learn from that?
I learned that we should not judge people.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Even the Bible says so. Don't judge to be
Please,
judged.
you can't hear.
Yeah, the Bible says so. Don't judge to be judged. And so you shouldn't judge your friend. You shouldn't ridicule them. Just sit and know why the person is doing that. Maybe yours might be even worse than what the person is doing. So it's always good to watch and talk less.
Okay, all right. So we shouldn't, the kettle shouldn't call the pot.
Shouldn't rather.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
call the
they are
people.
both black.
Yes.
When you put it, they are both black. But
Yeah.
you are black. But you're telling somebody is black. Okay.
Yeah.
So we should watch. We shouldn't judge people. All right. So that's our moral tip for today. Nora, thank you so much. And remember that don't judge your friends.
Yeah.
But I think it would be good to, when your friends are going wrong, to tell them.
Yes.
But don't make it look as if you are perfect and they are not. All right. Okay. So thank you so much. Kids golden moment, hearts, hands, and heal. Well, it's almost time for us to go, but I want you to know that I appreciate you all, parents and all the children watching. Those of you watching from US, my mom is watching all the way from Canada. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming online. And please keep sharing for all children in Ghana, all children in the world to learn so much from this, because we know that there's so much to learn from here. And also, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ronti Ajaku, RANTINADJAKU. You can subscribe, and we have a lot of programs there to help your children. And also, remember to join us on the Pillars Golden Moment. That is another exciting time where we teach the youth and business people how to impact their world. And this time, we are focusing on talents. And a whole lot of guests have come, and they are just awesome. So please join us every Monday for the Pillars Golden Moment. Thank you once again for joining everyone. And you know what? I love children. And remember, you have gold in you. So always remember that. Let no one look down upon you. You are a child and a gift to your parents. God loves you so much. And always know that Golden Queen also loves you. Before we go to the game squad, they are always excited. Wow, people! I want to say again that belated happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And also, our first viewer, this is for you, you know, as usual. So we'll contact you and take it. Somebody said it's him, but I know it's not him. Thank you so much for joining, and God bless you. Until we meet again next time, it's time to have fun. All right, game squad.
Yes, Mom.
Okay, so last week, what were we learning?
Okay, last week we were learning how to play Ludo. And then I spelled Ludo to be Ludo. Yes. So today we are still going to continue what you were doing. The last time, that was last week, Mommy was able to come in with 2 digits. That is it. Yes, and then I came in with 1, and Ronti came in with 1, but Auntie didn't come. He said that this week she's going to do a magic. So let's go. Okay. So right now we're going to start so that we can know how we started last week. So let's start. So when we start from the right. So Auntie will start. The red person, the one playing for the red will start. So Auntie will start for us.
But before then, what is Ludo? What is the game Ludo? Because some people are watching from outside and they don't know Ludo. So what is the game Ludo? What does it mean?
Okay, so Ludo is it's a Ghanaian game which is more of calculation. So when you play Ludo, it helps you to calculate. It helps you with your mathematics. Since most of we the kids fear maths, this is an avenue for you to help you with your math calculation. Alright, so this is called dice, and then we have our counters here. Each house has 4 counters, and this is going to help us to count and know who is the winner. Okay, so we begin our Ludo game with this. Alright, so let's start. Okay, so I play 3. That means that I am not starting. You only start when you have 6. Okay, so Ronti has played
So when you play and you get 6, then you
Yes.
can enter the game.
Enter the game.
So until you play 6. So
You
what
are
if you never play 6?
That means you are losing.
Hey.
Just as last week I
6.
I have to. Today I win.
Well, this, yeah, you've always been losing, so today will not be the first day.
Okay.
6.
Okay. So we are still battling.
It's out. When she goes out or
She
it
played
falls
6 though, but it fell out. So she's out indeed. I have to get it. Seriously. Okay, so we are still battling for 6. We want to know who is going to enter the game first.
6.
This one.
Oh, today I think we go. 6. Oh,
Again.
6. Then 2
2
6.
6.
Yes, that is it. The golden queen. And
Okay,
3.
so that means that she's going to enter
Bring
with
out
2
1 6.
counters.
Then 2 6.
Mm-hmm.
Then I count 1 2 3.
Okay.
So it's addition.
Yes.
6. Then I'm adding. So we are learning addition here. Okay. So who is playing again? I have to win.
6. Oh, why?
Another 6. 1. So I shift 1 because 3 plus 1. 6.
Okay,
And
so
5.
Jiggle is entering because she has 6.
So she took 6, then 1 2 3. That's why she got it. Okay.
Totally.
6
Today
and
we are
4. So
working
1 2
together.
3 4. Okay.
Okay, so Jiggle.
So we are going in a sequence.
Yeah.
6 1. So I have to shift 1. Since they've all not come out, that's why the game is not fun. But when they all come out, it's going to be real fun. I should play 2 or 6. 6 2. Wow. 1 1 2 3.
Oh.
I have to play 1. When I play 1, I can just go 1. Then I do like this. This is called line kick. Then I take her. Then that means that she goes back home. Or else when I play 3, I can go backwards. That is subtraction. So when I play 3, I go 1 2 3. Then I take her off. So whenever you play your die and you count and it goes to meet somebody else there, you take the person off. So that is it. So it's a game of survival. So I have to play 1 or 3, then I get it. If not, 1 2 3. So I got it. Okay, so we're here. In fact,
Okay.
we're here. Next week we shall continue.
Yeah.
But I think, what did you learn from today's movie? Just what did you learn?
I think life is full of strategies. You need to strategize and then know when to move, how to move, and why you must move. Yeah.
What did you also learn?
And if you fail, you don't need to give up.
Yes.
When you feel, you don't need to give up. So now that you are feeling, you are not giving up. Alright, what is the when you feel, you're not going to give up? Alright, so kids' golden moment, hearts, hands, and heels. See you next week. And remember, read a book a day and sleep with a book, not cartoons on the phone. Bye bye. Let's give it up.
Bye.